The April 2023 update for Red Dead Online has some fantastic opportunities for players to make some of the purchases that they may have been waiting on. So welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today on the show, we're going to be kicking off our buyer's guide for the April event here in game. This video will serve as your complete guide on how to navigate these purchases, my own personal recommendations, and basically, if you have the money, where I think you should spend it. And so with that said, we're going to get started. If you enjoy this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, then consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. Jumping into number 1, we have 50% off the Varmint rifle. Now, the Varmint rifle is a 22 caliber rifle designed for hunting small game and varmints. As the name suggests here, it can be unlocked really early at rank 8, and it can be purchased from various in-game gunsmiths for a moderate price. Now, the rifle's relatively low cost compared to others, and the availability of this weapon make it a popular choice for new as well as experienced players in this game. This rifle excels in accuracy and rate of fire, and its precision makes it ideal for hunting these small game, such as rabbits and squirrels, for example, without causing excessive damage to their pelts. Now, the firing mechanism allows for quick follow-up shots too, giving you the ability to take down multiple targets in rapid succession if you so choose, and this rifle can also be used to tranquilize animals with sedative ammo for the naturalist role. However, the Varmint rifle's low caliber also means that it lacks that stopping power against larger animals as well as human enemies. It deals between 23.4 damage and 18.1 damage depending on the range you're shooting at, and the damage drop-off starts off very sooner compared to other long arm rifles, and it has a shorter lethal headshot range as well, meaning you're not going to get that one-shot headshot range despite other rifles still being within that perfect range for it. And while this weapon still can be used pretty effectively in PvP situations, players are probably going to find themselves at a disadvantage overall against opponents while wielding higher caliber weapons, or if they use tonics, for example, where you're not going to get that one-shot headshot. But moving on, we have 50% off the collector saddlebag. Truth be told, saddlebags in general in this game don't do a whole lot of stuff and make a whole lot of difference, but there's a few notes that one should be aware of. First, the big thing they do is affect the amount of outfits you can carry on your horse, and so if you're sick of only being able to carry 3 outfits, try an upgraded saddlebag so you can carry 5. Now, if you have the collector role, then I advise everyone to invest in this collector saddlebag, as it's discounted. It does require the collector role, but it's incredibly worth it as it goes with most saddle types and colors, as well as most outfits that your character is wearing. It also increases the amount of custom outfits you can carry on your saddle and on your horse from 3 or 5 to 7 in total. So if you find yourself consistently switching outfits or needing more slots on your horse so that you don't have to keep going back to camp or the general store to change, this is a pretty good investment this month. In terms of aesthetics too, it looks great. The collector saddlebag features a unique design that sets it apart from other saddlebags available in Red Dead Online. It has more of a vintage look with intricate patterns and the nice leather straps, which definitely complement the overall appearance of most players' characters and as well as their mounts in game. And moving on to number 3, we have 40% off the metal detector. The primary function of the metal detector is to assist players in finding buried collectibles such as coins, jewelry, or arrowheads, which are otherwise pretty difficult to locate without this tool. And when equipped and activated, the metal detector emits a series of vibrations and a soft glowing light, which intensify as the player gets near it and they get closer to the buried item, and this feedback system enables players to pinpoint the exact location of this hidden treasure and dig it up using a shovel. Now, the metal detector is most effective when used in conjunction with the interactive collector map or in-game collector maps, and of course the in-game eagle eye ability, as it narrows down the search area for these specific collectible types. It's also important to note that the metal detector only detects metal objects. Other collectibles like tarot cards, antique alcohol bottles, bird eggs, and fossils will still need to be found using traditional search methods, and the metal detector needs a second purchase in order to be used effectively though, and that's where we have our next purchase, which is 40% off the Pennington Field Shovel. The function and the purpose of the Pennington Field Shovel is to dig up those buried collectibles that you just found using the metal detector, or just diggable items that you stumble across in the open world and on the western frontier. But the Pennington Field Shovel is an indispensable tool in this game that allows players who wish to engage in the treasure hunting aspect of the collector role to actually participate it to the fullest extent, because without it, these players are unable to unearth the buried collectibles, extremely limiting their ability to complete sets and earn profits by selling those to Madame Nazar. Now, these two purchases do come with a big footnote that I owe you the courtesy of mentioning. First, Diggables as well as all non-diggables used to have consistent spawn rates, so players could use that interactive collector map that I will have linked down in the description below because it's extremely helpful. They could use that to find all collectible locations, which are updated in real time every single day. However, the collector roll was nerfed with the naturalist update in 2020, and now all diggable items that you need to use the shovel for are randomized in their spawns, meaning it's far from guaranteed that you're going to be able to collect one set of coins, all the jewelry, necklaces, bracelets, earrings, all of that, or even arrowheads or even fossils every single day now. Now that being said, I think these two purchases are still highly worth it in my opinion, just because they're discounted for one, and they'll also allow you to find all those diggable items anyway. And so the only downside here is you're just going to need to take a longer amount of time accumulating sets, or if you wish, you can still sell all those collection items individually, albeit for much less profit long term. But I just recommend here, don't let the negative player sentiment of the collector roll nerf fool you. While it is not as overpowered as it once was, it's still amazing, and you will still need the shovel and the metal detector if you're looking to take full advantage of the collector roll just in general in this game. And then moving on to number 5, we have 30% off the refined binoculars. The refined binoculars in Red Dead Online are a useful tool for players who wish to enhance their scouting and observational abilities in the game world. They offer improved optics and a greater zoom range compared to the standard binoculars available in this game. They also allow players to observe distant locations, spot potential threats, and track wildlife more effectively. The increased zoom and clarity provided by these refined binoculars make it easy for players to identify these points of interest, such as, for example, hidden collectibles, animals for hunting, and potentially even bounty targets, or of course enemy camps, and they can do that from a safe distance. Now, while the cost is definitely going to be a consideration for some players when they decide on if they want to pick it up or not, despite the heavy discount this month, the increased functionality and versatility offered by the binoculars could still make them a valuable asset for a wide range of in-game activities. For example, if you play in groups in a more realistic way, or if you like to role play, and that's the main journey of your character. Now, personally, for me, I don't use them as much, and I don't feel like I need them. However, that could also just be largely owed to my time played, and me just having, almost total game knowledge at this point, just because I've been grinding this game forever. I know where to look for collectibles, I know which NPC standing in the distance is going to be my bounty target, etc. And I think that could be the case for a lot of other players as well. This could be the one purchase that I'll put a buyer beware with. It's useful if you have a more sense of like role play in this game, and that's sort of the way you play. But if you're just a grinder who just runs around the map shooting everything, making all the money and gold they possibly can, you can definitely overlook this purchase. And then we have other miscellaneous discounts like 30% off collector maps. I don't recommend you buy those. 50% off all haircuts, dentistry options, and makeup, as well as 40% off all ponchos. Those are cosmetic, they don't affect the stats of your character, and that's up to you. But with all that said, we've reviewed every major discounted purchase in the new Red Dead Online April event. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardusHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. That all being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.